Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Makes 12.
Hey everybody, today we're making happy sunshine cookies. Or sunshine butter cookies. So in a large bowl, you're going to put 3/4 of a cup of softened butter, that's butter that's come to room temperature, and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And we're just going to beat that together until it is creamy. Then we're going to add 1 egg. I'm going to beat that together. Then in another bowl, you're going to put 2 1/4 cups. My mixer just fell over. In another bowl, you put 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and the grated peel of half a lemon. And the amount of that's going to depend on how big your lemon is, of course. This is the lemon I use, so I just grated off half the peel. And stir the dry ingredients together. And then we'll add this to the butter mixture. Blend. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of frozen lemonade concentrate. So that's like a can of lemonade, frozen concentrate that I let defrost. And we're going to use 1 teaspoon in the cookies, and we're going to use some of the rest of it in the icing. And we're just going to scrape down the side of the bowl, and we're going to combine all of that together. And we want it to make a dough. After your dough is chilled, and there's no way I chilled this a couple of hours, I chilled it about a half an hour. Because I want to get this done now, I don't want to do it 2 hours from now, so we'll see how this works. Put half of the dough between a couple layers of parchment paper, and you want to roll it out to about 1/8 of an inch thickness. Okay, now we want to use a 3-inch cookie cutter. Now, this is what I had. This is way over 3 inches. This one is well under 3 inches. But this cup is exactly 3 inches, so we're going to use this. So if you don't have a cookie cutter, improvise. Okay, once your cookie is on the cookie sheet, and the recipe says to grease the cookie sheet, but I'm using a silicone mat, so nothing's going to stick. You can do 2 things here. You could use straight little thin pretzel sticks, or I think I'm going to try using these Pringles sticks. We're going to try both. And the Pringles sticks are, well, no, they're about the same size, but they're going to be thinner. And then you press the pretzel stick into the cookie to make the rays of the sun. And the recipe, the photo on the recipe has them different lengths. So I'm going to do that too. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some of these sunshines. They'll have little suns. And I'm going to try making a bumblebee cookie. And we'll show you how to do with the same kind of dough. See, some of these pretzel sticks seem to be thicker than others, and it breaks the cookie. Not all pretzel sticks are made alike. Here's another idea I found in a book. You take 2 little mini pretzels and put them side by side like this. make a little circle of the dough, a little ball of dough. I think this is too big of a ball of dough. About an inch in diameter. And we're going to just push this on top of the wings, top of the pretzels. And then we're going to take 2 small pretzel pieces. We're going to push them in the top for antenna. And then we're going to take pieces of the pretzels and we're going to make little bumblebee stripes. Like so, on top of the bumblebee. Little bumblebee. Well, a little insect anyway. I don't know if it looks like a bumblebee or not. We're going to bake these 10 minutes at 350 degrees until lightly browned. There we go. Hi, now we're going to make the icing. This isn't a half recipe. The whole recipe will be down below in the description box. In this bowl is 3 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, icing sugar, adding 6 tablespoons of frozen lemonade concentrate, thawed, and 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. Meringue powder is actually dried egg whites, and I find this at our local bulk food store. And you're going to blend that together with an electric mixer on high until it is well combined. Then you're going to add some color to make the yellow. I'm using Wilton Paste Food Color. However, you could use just regular liquid food color or powdered food color if you have that where you live. And just blend it together. It's going to be quite thick. Take some of it and put it aside into a Ziploc bag. I'm only taking a little bit because I'm only doing a half recipe here and I only have a few cookies to outline. This icing is going to be used to outline the cookies with. Now we need to thin this icing out so that it'll flow because we want a nice smooth shiny tops to our sunshine cookies. So add water a little bit at a time until you get this texture, which is thick but also fluid, so it'll actually run off a spoon. Then cut a hole in the corner of the Ziploc bag and you're going to outline each of the suns with the thicker icing, and you're going to fill in the space with the runnier icing. This icing has a really nice lemonade flavor to it. It's really tangy and it offsets the cookies, which are kind of bland actually. For butter cookies, they're kind of bland, but the icing sets it off quite nicely. And you're just going to slowly spread the icing around until you fill in the entire circle that you made. And then there you go. For the bumblebee, I thought they looked kind of plain, so I decided to add some yellow in to this. Now, as far as the cookies go, the pretzels worked out better. The Pringles sticks I found, as you can see, just above the top bumblebee, they got very dark in the oven, very dark, and almost too dark, really. So the pretzels work the best. They are very delicate, however, once they're baked, and you have to be very careful with the cookies because those little sun rays break off really easy. As you can see here, there's one missing already. Then using some black icing, commercially made black icing, I'm just using a writing tip just to put on some sunglasses and a smile onto the sun. There you go, there's one. And you can do the sunglasses whatever color you like. They don't have to be black. And I'm just doing kind of a half smile on this one. And you can see the ends of the pretzels. Anywhere where they're hanging off the cookie sheet, they turned black. So make sure that all the pretzels on the cookies are on the cookie sheet. These turned out really cute, and so did the little bees, actually. They're really cute. As far as how they tasted, like I mentioned, the cookie itself is not a really super great recipe. If you have a favorite butter cookie recipe, use that one, or use the commercially available butter cookie mixes that you can buy at the store. And then use the thin pretzels and not the Pringles sticks. Overall, these are a cute cookie. I wouldn't want to make like 50 of them though, but they are cute, so give them a try.